What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Rex Righteous with another Flashpoint. And this one is for hashtag Mayweather Pacquiao. I just want to give you guys an update of everything that you need to know that's been signed and delivered to the Boxing Commission to let us know what is going to be going down on May 2nd. I have a list here because I listened to a few conference calls over the weekend. By the way, it is February 23rd, so don't get it twisted. Anyway, the list is coming from Steven Espinosa, Ken, forgot his last name. I'm sure he's important because he was on the phone line, and Bob Aaron, which was a separate phone call that we picked up off of YouTube. Um, been getting a few informations from Thunderdome Boxing, some of those cats out there, but some of the stuff is public, so I picked it up. Anyway, most of the things that was on the conference call were questions about how was the fight made, what made the fight pick up quicker, what are some things that are going to be look what are some things that we're going to be looking forward to, like pay-per-view costs, and what are the titles that are on the line, if there's a rematch clause, is there going to be a press tour, minor things, and things that could be setbacks, and things that are not known in the public. So, first bullet point I want to give to you guys is that the Miami Heat game meeting opened up a channel to talk, and it sped it up. It sped up the process a lot quicker. So, just want to let you guys know that if it wasn't for stuff like that, the fight wouldn't have been made. Of course, Showtime and HBO try to make things happen. Les Moonves, he was the catalyst of everything. That's what was told in the phone call. They said that Les Moonves was one of the key guys that said, "I don't care what happens, this fight has to happen," and you know, Google him. I think he's a CBS Sports. I think he runs that, and he was not biased. He was pitching for both sides. So, my next bullet point, it says no convos with distributors. So there's no set price right now. There's no set price for the title match. The rumors are false right now. It's going to be traditional pay-per-view. So there will be no HBO pay-per-view or Showtime pay-per-view. It will be straight up pay-per-view. There'll be an all-star team for announcing. That is already, like, you can find that on site, on a website or anything. The first deal, there's no rematch clause. They're saying that the option is open after May 2nd. So, depending on what happens on May 2nd, who knows? People could start screaming rematch, but right now, there's no clause. If Pacquiao destroys Mayweather, then, if he wants, he can say, "No, I don't want to fight anymore. It's over. I'm done." And he's good to go. But if the fans are asking for it, and Floyd Mayweather wins by decision or something like that, I'm just giving examples. But if the fans are asking for it, then, the option is there, but there's no clause to say that they have to make a rematch. So, anyway, all access 24/7 deal is not fleshed out yet, but service is deserved, is what was said in the phone conference, guys. they will be making it 24/7, which is super exciting because that is what makes boxing more exciting these days. Is when you can see backstage training workouts and what they really believe about the next fighter because it's a battle. Uh, in the phone conference, they said Floyd was locked in to fighting Pacquiao and was not thinking about any other fighter, which is pretty interesting. Um, Floyd's a smart man. He knows how to work the public. He knows how to work the media. So I believe that to a certain extent. But this is coming from Steven Espinosa, which is Showtime. So that's what he said. He said that Floyd was locked in. I believe that to a certain extent. The limit is 147. So basically, these fighters cannot come in overweight at all in any moment. Fight night, 147. This is not something that you can get away with. This is not something that you can pay off. You have to come in 147 and below because 3 titles are on the line. Manny's WBO and Floyd's WBC and WBA titles are on the line. When it's a unification title match, you follow the rules. If not, then there's no fight. So when limitations are like that, these guys are not gonna even dare to go over 147. They both agreed on 8-ounce gloves, which is fantastic. I think on both sides, because I would like to see Floyd, use his hands a little more, which is something I haven't seen lately, and he's been using those pillow type gloves. And if he hits Pacquiao, it'll probably sting him more than something that weighs 10 ounces on his hands. So that's a good look, and that is also the weight that Pacquiao always uses for his gloves. So that's a good look. There's no argument there. Now, there's been talks about, well, not talks, but they asked about, Ring TV asked Bob Arum if Floyd would like to distribute this fight to theaters, and that's really on Floyd's side. Right now, no one has brought it up in the meetings, but Floyd has done that before. He's, gave it to AMC or, any of these kind of guys that run movie theaters, and that would be cool, if some of the casinos here in Vegas had some theaters filled watching the boxing match. That would be pretty awesome. But right now, I think the chances are low only because it wasn't brought up. The option is there, but it wasn't brought up in the meeting to say that they're gonna pull the trigger on it. It was a thought, but it's not something that's for sure. So pay-per-view sales and opening gate is what the fighters are making off of the percentages. There's no real number. If you hear, Mayweather's gonna make 120 million and Pacquiao's gonna make 80 million, that's not true. It depends on the opening gate, how many tickets are sold, how many pay-per-view buys. Those are the important numbers, and then it'll be calculated later. But Mayweather is getting 60%, so it is what it is. There's no press tour. There's not enough time for a press tour. There's going to be one press conference in LA in the beginning of March, which will be soon. So we will get to see that, and Manny will be in LA training. So I actually believe that this process is going to happen sooner than we thought it would. And hopefully nothing goes wrong, because this can always be pushed back to September. But I want to say that I'm happy that all of this is finally out the way. Pacquiao has gone through a lot to try to make this happen. And, this is what a fighter has to do anyway if he wants to be known as the pound for pound fighter of the year, fighter of the decade, fighter of the century. You know, hello, kitty. But, that's how it goes, man. And Mayweather, he's doing the proper thing to make this match happen. So I give credit to him too, as well. And I think it's going to be a great match. I believe that Mayweather's going to come in tip-top shape. Pacquiao's going to bring it. And I need to make a video on a full breakdown on what I think could happen. Because I believe that it could go either way. I am rooting for Pacquiao. I think he still has the fire in his belly. And he has a lot to prove still to the casual fans that don't know what he can do, because Floyd Mayweather is an American star, and he's known as TBE. And if Pacquiao doesn't bring it that night, it's gonna hurt a lot of fans, not just casual fans or anything, because a lot of people are gonna call off from work. They're not gonna be able to. It's gonna be a family oriented thing where everybody gets together and watches this match. So Pacquiao has to bring it to entertain, and a lot is on his shoulders and a lot is on Floyd's. I believe that there's a lot more on Floyd's, but since he's getting the higher percentage and he's positioning himself to win a lot of money, then there's not that much to lose, because most of the great fighters have a loss on their records. So that's it. This is the flashpoint. It was strictly for Mayweather Pacquiao this time. I'm gonna try to drop you guys some more videos. Hit me up on my Facebook, r.calvo29, and my Instagram, raflegend193. Hope you guys had a great weekend with the All-Star Weekend, NBA, and enjoy the upcoming events, man. There's a lot of trades that just went through in the NBA, and sooner or later the playoffs will be rolling around, so I can't wait to that. All my Heat fans, we're trying to stay strong. Chris Bosh is out of the playing field. He's not on the playing field right now, so that kind of hurts. But besides that, it's good to see some NBA basketball. Also, a lot of West Coast games that are popping right now. Atlanta Hawks doing their thing. But anyway, I will leave you guys, and thank you for listening. This is Raf Legend, Rex Righteous, with another flashback.